Hi, by blessing, you get how God take program my ears. That if an aircraft collide on the air, I go hear am, and if I look fast, I go see am. But yesterday, I heard a sound, similar sound. I say another aircraft don collide again. But before I go look, it disappear. And I say to myself, e be like say I no quick look. How could they have disappeared without me noticing it? I felt, well, there could be a mistake on my side. But later on, as I stay close to my television, I discover say no be plane crash this time. Than an accident wey happen for Lagos, and Lagos is very far away from me. And I discover it was an accident between BRT-BUS and a train. Well, many questions dey to ask. Why will a train lane pass through a road where bus dey pass? But the bad news is that it was a fatal accident. Many people injured and some also died. And the question wey I come dey ask be say, could this have happened because of the political heat in the country? But in all, we must continue to agitate for a good governance, because this disaster can be reduced to its barest minimum if we actually have good leaders who have the feelings of the citizens, of the people. Because until they have the feeling, they no go see anything good to do for people to enjoy and for life to be sustained. So if you get people around Lagos, call them, hear from them. May God continue to protect us from death, sudden death. Amen. My brother, na joke, my people, na joke I do. I'm trying to make us laugh. I know they see flight wey dey collide for air. Thank you for always stopping by. You can comment and follow us. Favor is always better.
The video you just watched now is an accident involving a train and BRT bus in Lagos State. If you look at it, it's a very sad situation. Many people have lost their lives. Some are currently in the hospital where they are receiving treatment. After thoughtful analysis of what just happened in Lagos State this morning, I've come to the conclusion that this kind of accident is very preventable, very, very preventable. But here in Nigeria, we see that things like this happen without anybody thinking of it ahead of time and making preparations for such. We only react after such things have happened, and it's very, very unfair. It's very, very bad. It's a very bad situation. It shows the kind of leadership we have in this country. I mean, what stops us from putting the appropriate measures in place to stop such occurrences from happening? This is highly preventable incident, but it has happened. It's after it has happened I will start thinking, I'll start talking. I'm really sad this morning. My heartfelt condolences goes to all the people that have lost their life this morning. I mean, people that woke up this morning going to look for daily bread. They ended up dying, and many of them are already in the hospital receiving medical treatment. I mean, when are we going to learn in Nigeria? I mean, which time we go learn for Nigeria? Which time we go learn for Nigeria? Look at this thing. Now, a very preventable accident. In other developed countries, we see them putting appropriate measures in place to prevent such things. I mean, what stops us from putting a train track sign that will stop this kind of accident? I mean, when the train is approaching, the vehicles intending to cross through the train track will be stopped, and until the train passes before the cars or the buses will cross. I mean, it's a very common sense. It's a very common thing in other places. But why is it happening in Nigeria? Is this Nigeria truly a jungle place? I mean, come on, look at it. I'm really sad this morning. I'm sure you will be too. I'm sad for two reasons. I'm sad for the fact that this thing has happened to innocent people going to look for daily meals. Some of them, their lives have been truncated just like that, and some will be in the hospital for weeks, for months, for days, depending on the degree of injury. And the second sad reason is that this is a highly preventable incident. I mean, if our government is proactive, this kind of thing should not be heard in our cities, should not be heard in any way around Nigeria. If you are lucky enough to have visited some countries, you see UK, America, Saudi Arabia, and some other places.